And welcome back to Regrexit. Brexit, England, Northern Ireland, Eastern Europe, and now the good old United States of America. Welcome to the gals and guys from the United States. Just like the UK with Brexit, you decided to smash your country to pieces, and you are more than welcome. We welcome you to our club. The only two countries who have deliberately destroyed their own economies. It's a small club to be in, and there's only two of us. Welcome. So today we're here to talk about something that is real, black fatigue. Again, this is my second video on this subject, but this time I am just introducing guests. I think that it might have been this lady who started the whole black fatigue movement.
If I'm not allowed to blame you for all of my life's problems, then you're not allowed to blame me for yours.
So clearly, I would like to know from this lady, which black people have asked her to solve whichever problems they've got? Why would we be blaming her? This is the thing about these people. I don't understand, right? Is what is it that you think that you could do for the black community? Well, you can't do nothing for the black community. You're 400 years ahead and you're still complaining. So what do you think you could do for the black community? Are you a politician? What, you don't even look like you could look after yourself, let alone do something for the black community. No one's blaming you, bitch, for anything. We're not blaming you. Who the hell are you anyway? Why are you so interested? This is what I don't understand about these people. Why are you so interested in black people? If you don't like us, keep the fuck away from us. We don't really want to interact with you anyway. Right? If we're on the crossing and the light's red, just drive past. Don't even bother stopping. I don't know why it is, yeah, that you want to be all up in black people's business and talk about, you don't blame me for your problems, or I won't blame you for. I don't care about your problems. I'm not interested in your problems. Whatever problems you got, that's down to you. That's your business. But I will tell you this. What you could possibly do is you could help with this. And after this, all right, we'll bring on our next guest.
Life! Liberty! Victory!
Life! Liberty! Victory!
Life, liberty, victory!
Life! Liberty! Victory!
Life, liberty, victory!
Black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood.
Look at that Patriot Front, with all their their nice shirts and their little trousers, khakis to match, right? And the little tiki torches and all. Why is white supremacy running through the white community in this way? I mean, we've got white people telling us that they have black fatigue, and I believe that black fatigue means that they're fatigued of us, because they hate us, and they hate the way how we move, the way how we dance, the way how we dress. They hate everything about us. So we're all up in our business. But the truth is, right, is that black people, there's nothing that we can do about racism. Racism is a white issue. It's down to the Caucasians to deal with it now. Right? We can't even, right? Our newfound family, the redheads, right, are now on this side, so they're going to be like, oh yeah, you stop, yeah, right? So, those white people, right? Our newfound family is they're part of us. So It is, right, the blue-eyed, right, and the blonde hair, the mousy brown hair, the black hair, whatever his head is. Your head could be bald, but your ass is still racist. It's down to you people, racism. It's not down to us. We can't do anything about Patriot Front. If we tell them, hey, Patriot Front, we want you to go away. Go on, go off. Be darned with you, you dastardly lads. I mean, what the hell? They're going to go to us like, you black, you fill in the rest. So there's nothing we can do about it. So racism and white supremacy is down to you to get rid of. So when you do that, then we can have the conversation on black fatigue. But anyway, let's speak about our next guest, who you saw at the end of that. Here you saw our next guest at the end of that video, the nasally bitch who thinks it's okay to be all up in black people's business for no reason. She don't like black people. Keep out of our business. Why do I have to keep saying this? She says that we have a victim mentality. Victims. That's what we are. We're victims. And entitled. And she's up on an app talking about how people are entitled and they're victims. Who do you think is more of a victim, us as black people or her? The woman has a victim mentality. She feels entitled enough to come up on the app and tell people how they are ratchety and ghetto. If you don't like black people, what the hell are you studying so much about us? But you know, the funny thing is, yeah, even, right, they're most racist, right? The most blonde, butch body bitch wants to be ghetto.
They spreading all these rumors cause Margie be spitting big facts. Deep state in the left always hating. When they gonna let Joe about that basement? Marjorie, I really love what you do.
MTG, one of your most famous white supremacists, playing ghetto because everybody wants to be black. This bitch don't understand what entitlement means, right? Entitlement is when you can have groups like Patriot Front, because black people's not entitled to have groups like that, right? Because all of them, their mothers and their fathers, right, would be purchasing coffins shortly after for them. We're not allowed to have groups that are allowed to go around persecuting white people. Black people aren't allowed to have that. But you have thousands. Black people are not allowed to do that. We're not entitled to do that. And if we did, they would soon become victims. So we could play victimhood. But anyway, guess who is actually an ally? And she is here to tell you exactly what this nasally little bitch's rant was about. Because her rant was actually something to do with, you know, the little child that was called the N-word, right, by an adult who should have known better, and then by people who should know better than to pay this dirty bitch a whole heap of money for calling a black child, 5-year-old, the N-word. I'm quite sure, yeah, that she's quite lucky that the child's parent wasn't actually there. But anyway, listen to our ally, one of my sisters. Listen to our ally.
From a woman who was attempting to talk about what happened in Rochester, Minnesota, where a white mom called a 5-year-old child the N-word, doubled down on her racial slur, and then flipped off that kid's family. And how after that incident went viral all over the internet, a Christian fundraising site called Give, Send, Go raised over $700,000, but not for that little kid who had to endure that woman's racial slurs. No. They raised $700,000 for the white mom yelling racial slurs at a 5-year-old child. After the mom doubled down on the content in that video saying, and I quote, "I called the kid out for what he was," a Christian fundraising platform raised more than $700,000 for that woman. A GoFundMe page for her also raised almost $400,000. Now, my understanding is that both of those organizations are not going to be giving that woman that money. Because fundraising a bunch of money to support a woman being a racist violates their terms of service. So obviously, internet discourse has blown up over this subject, with racists saying that people being mad at this mom are participating in...
Dear Black people, could you stop making videos that say, Dear white people, if you don't have a problem with people that look like me, would you be my friend?
Nobody don't want to be your friend. This bitch is up in here, just needing a black cat, a broom, a cloak, to go with that flat face on the end of that nose. Looking like she wants to stop Dorothy from reaching the wizard. I just have to say thank you to our previous ally. And I sense that this bitch has got a lot more to say to herself, so go on.
Would you be my friend? Racism died with Gen X. As a widespread issue, that was boomers. It died with Gen X. Most of us are grandparents now, and apparently you didn't even notice.
He knew the problem was with us, with black people. That's where the problem is. These white people, like this lady, as she said, they have put in the work. And we haven't noticed. And I'm telling you something, yeah, I personally feel really, really bad about that. That we have taken time out of our day not to notice. That's what we've done. We've taken time out of our day not to notice the work that they've put in. This is the thing with black people. We are selfish. We are a selfish group of people. They have put in the work, and you and me has not noticed. Well, I'm going to say this, right? Let's have a look at the work they've put in and see why we should have noticed the work they've put in. I'm disgusted with how we've treated these people. They've put the work in. We haven't noticed. And something about Gen X something. But they've put the work in. Let's see how they put the work in.
Over in Sky 5, it appeared to be very much still under construction.
It appears that they're using this place to network and strategize. They're inviting, white supremacists from across the country into this compound to network and strategize.
This photo obtained by News Channel 5 Investigates shows Elliot with Rousseau at that East Tennessee compound, hosting another white supremacist group from Texas.
3, 2, 1, fight!
And this video posted online shows Elliot in a studio adorned with neo-Nazi symbolism, training men for bare-knuckled battle that often leaves these Patriot Front warriors bruised and bloodied.
Patriot Front will claim that they are non-violent.
Look how this bitch has got me cussing off black people. Calling, saying that we're ignorant. Right? We haven't noticed that they done the work. They've put the work in. They've quashed racism. There's no racism. It don't exist anymore. Gen Z's has got rid of that. They put the work in. Don't exist no longer. I'm there cussing, telling my people, the Sun people, that we're ignorant. And we haven't realised that they haven't put the work in. But did anybody remind Patriot Front of that? I thought I'd give you a little bit of an index into who Patriot Front really is. And as you can see, these are some really crazy individuals. Crazy individuals out in the woods, in their little hut, training, fighting, taking real punches, really getting hurt for their white supremacist dream. Back full of Nazi memorabilia all over them. And we haven't noticed. Do you know why we haven't noticed that they've done the work? Because we've been too busy noticing these type of fools from Patriot Front. That's why we haven't noticed that the other lot they've done all the work. What you need to do is work within your own community, right, and get rid of groups like Patriot Front. And then we can say that you've done the work. Get rid of all your far-right supremacist groups, and then we can say, you know what? You haven't noticed because we do. Shut up, bitch! Anyway, I'm quite sure that this hoe has got a lot more to say for herself, so go on.
But now we feel your judgment all the time, and we're tired of walking on eggshells because we know there's a very good chance that you probably have a problem with our skin color, and because you assume that we're racist while you're being racist.
Bitch, I think during the Super Bowl halftime, right, you were still more thinking about 40 acres and a mule instead of listening to what was being said. You not like us. They're not like us. We have never had a problem with skin colour. Are you crazy? You want to start judging us by your standards. Don't judge us by your standards. We've got different standards. Higher. Our standards. We don't judge people by their colour. We don't judge people by anything that they can't change. Right? If you can change something, then we'll judge your ass on it. But we don't judge anything by something they can't change. That's what you do. That's the type of stuff you do. Which is why we could welcome our new famo. Read it. Look at them and weep.
So gingers are black, and I don't know if you've heard this, but I'm just finding this out, and I'm super excited about it because the more the merrier, honestly. No, but this actually started out as a joke and has turned out to be one of the most unexpectedly human trends on TikTok. I love it. Let's talk a little.
This video is for black people and black people only. So if you're not black, keep scrolling. Okay, good. Now that it's only redheads and black people, redheads, this is the best thing that's ever happened to us. Gingers?
This is the one. Thank you to the black community for the love, support, compassion, softness, love that you have shown us little ginger babies. Whatever word you want to say, redheads, gingers. Never felt more celebrated.
The black community literally saved my physical life.
I have so many emotions right now, I can't even process them all. The last 48 hours of my life, I've never felt more love in my life. Feeling truly wanted. I'm black. I got a lot of mixed emotions.
This past week, I have felt more connected, more appreciated, and more loved than I ever have from a community of people in my entire life.
I hope there's a good outcome to all of this.
This whole thing about gingers being part of the black community low-key hits home for me.
And I can just see how loving and genuine all of you guys are.
This past week has been the best week of my life. And I just want to show my appreciation, my gratitude to, all the kind words, all the love, everything that I've received.
Child, I done woke up on this side of TikTok where the gingers are back. Or shall I say, black. Listen, I did not know that they was treating y'all like this, baby, but welcome. Welcome to the community. I love this for y'all. Few things I need y'all to know. I need y'all to know the ER, the hard ER,
Done. Don't let them call you that no more. You are gingers. You hear me? Gingers, okay? No more ginger. All right? Next, we don't let them touch our hair. That beautiful, gorgeous hair of yours, somebody try to touch it, back the hell up. Don't touch our hair. We don't do that, all right? Next, y'all want y'all invite to the cookout. Y'all got it, baby. But let's ease on in there. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to cook nothing. Bring stuff, you know, that's like forks, plates, cups, foil, you know, things like that. But I'm excited. We outside this summer, baby.
We's not like you. We welcome our newfound white family. Our redheads and ginger are more than welcome within our community. They are happy to be here. We are happy to have them. Because you know why? Because us, the blacks and the gingers and the redheads, are not like you. They're not like us. Always remember that. There are, you know, good, decent, proper white people out there. And then there's you, who will come upon an app like this and come and start talking your absolute foolishness, right, with your ferret-looking witch face. But I still sense that this hoe has got more to say for herself. Go on.
It's over 30 years since hip-hop went mainstream, since gangster rap went mainstream, and the word was everywhere.
I've guessed it. That's what it's been about all the time. It's because her N-word pass has been revoked. And the kids are all using the N-bomb now. So she wants to use it. But I'm quite sure if she got to use it, you know, because what's happened with her is her N-word pass has been revoked. Right? It's not politically correct for her to use that term when she's out on road anymore. But I'm sure that if she wants to go out on road and use it to black women, I'm sure one of them would accommodate her with a good busting of her jaw. If her husband decides he's going to go and use that in the car park of Walmart when she's in there picking up things for her trailer park, I'm quite sure, right, that he would probably get his jaw bust open too. Because, you know, I always say to Caucasians, don't use the N-word. Don't use it, because you're liable to get punched in your mouth. So don't use it. Always telling them. But this woman believes that she has the right to use these type of words. And that's what her whole rant has been about, you know, that she's not allowed to be racist like how she used to be. You know, TikTok or YouTube has opened it up so she can come out and she can say certain provocative things on there. These kind of people really make me sick. They give me a headache. That's what they do. They just give me a headache. And, you know, the thing with her, yeah, she's this trailer park hoe. She's not even a good white supremacist. A good white supremacist is the ones who tell you, actually, she's not too bad because we do know that she's a white supremacist, so she's not too bad. We can use her to warn others. She's not as good as someone like Nick Fuentes, though, right? Who tell people, you know, you are a token. Do you know, I forgot to show, yeah, Whitlock's answer to being called a token. Let's see what his response was.
And by the way, you are a token. Hey, Jason, you're a token.
I'm glad I remembered that clip because there's a couple things going on here. There are, you know, there's jealousy. There is some sort of belief.
Poor Jason Whitlock being abused by the racist white supremacists. And you see him, yeah? You see how he was with Fuentes. It's because he's just jealous. He's just jealous of me. No, he hates you because you're Sambo, and you're the worst kind, and he hates you as the worst kind. Uncle Tom, Jigaboo, and that's why he hates you. He hates you because you're black. But nothing to do with him being jealous of you. He ain't jealous of you. Right? He don't like the colour of your skin. And this fool would go after any black man with vigor, strength. But when it comes to these people, when it comes to the white supremacists, no, I'm just one of you. I'm just like you. That's why I couldn't even listen to anything else he had to say apart from Nick Fuentes. Up to about Nick Fuentes is jealous of him. That's jealous of who? This fool would have gone suck my goddamn tailpipe. What? I know what it says there. I know it says dick. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling any man to suck my dick, bro. Not even, in jest. Seriously. I know what's written there. I can see what's written there. I'm not going off. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. People think I'm goddamn gay up in here. Some type of goddamn homosexual. You're crazy. Not that there's anything wrong with homosexuals, of course. In fact, our next guest happens to be a black homosexual who believes black fatigue is a thing. That's what this fool has said. Let's come back on the other side.
The second group of black people that everybody is tired of is this sort of like fake black bougie intelligentsia who kind of like walks around telling everybody how they're supposed to think or speak or act when it comes to anything black. These are the most privileged black people in the world. These people have built enormous platforms and have so much money, and yet they are still perpetual victims all the time. And all they ever do is lecture white people about how to talk to or about black people, and then they lecture other black people if they don't talk or think or speak in ways in which they approve.
Yes, Nick Fuentes loves gay sex. No,
he doesn't.
America first! America first! America first! America first!
And these white supremacists absolutely do exist in this party. We all saw me face them from face to face. I'm looking at soulless, dead-eyed white supremacists that, by the way, I felt that these people could have bashed my brains in had they...
What can we say about Rob Smith? You know, I don't even think that we need to break down anything that he had to say, because I think that the people who he's tried his hardest to impress, he's tried his hardest for them to like him. Please, please, please like me. Please like me. Look at me. I'm a gay black man and I am MAGA. That is a trophy. No, they're just gay sex, gay sex, gay sex. And then to chant America first. What does that mean when you're shouting that in the face of a black man? You know what you need to do? Take your crusty goddamn black ass, right, over to your white supremacist lot. Go and hang out with them, because the black community don't want nothing to do with you, fool. Nothing at all to do with you. Go and be with them. Them is your friends. Oh, I think that we have to introduce our next guest. A black female. She has black fatigue. But you're wondering, in which way could she have it? Could she have it in the same way as the white supremacists? Or could she have it in the way that I've got it, as a black man who's got black fatigue? Okay. If anyone should have fatigue, it should be us. If anybody should have fatigue. But anyway, let's just see what this young lady has to say.
All I said in my last video was that white people are not your enemy, and if you just try to embrace them and be friends with them, you will see how loving white people can be. That's all I said. All the black people in my comments, you guys are just proving my point. You're all calling me fat, you're calling me overweight, you're saying the bacon I eat is getting to my brain. Let me tell you something. I was raised in a mixed culture household. I have parents from 2 separate countries. Okay, my parents are not from the same country, so my objective in America may be different from other black Americans, and also my perspective may be different than yours. I had different experiences than you. White people have been loving towards me. Okay, white people have been sweet and kind my whole entire life. And I was bullied a lot by black people. I was treated terribly by black people. Black people steal from me. Black people jump me, beat me up when I try to help them. So if I feel differently than you feel, that's up to you. Stop blaming me for just saying how I feel.
I'm going to be straight with you. A couple of things I picked up with that young lady's rant just then. Because to me, it seemed like it was more of a problem that she has to do with her dietitian, because she seems to have some type of bacon argument with her friends. Do you know what I mean? Where she must have been nicking bacon or whatever off of her friends. Because I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Her argument doesn't seem to be black fatigue. It seems to be with bacon. Your argument, my dear, is with your dietitian. The black community have always embraced white people. White people who want to interact with us have always been welcome to interact with us. I don't know what you're talking about. Your argument seems to be something about bacon. I don't know what that's about. But just go to the kitchen, slap that between 2 baps, right, and you're good to go. Bit of ketchup or brown sauce if you prefer, and then you're good to go. Talk to your dietitian about what your problem is. Your problem is not black fatigue, love. That's not what it is. I don't know what your problem is, but it's certainly not black fatigue. Anyway, let's move on to our next guest quickly, as quick as we can, which is another black female. And I don't know what this one's got to say either, but she seems to have black fatigue. So, without further ado, let's see what this young lady has to say for herself.
It's not racist, and I know y'all have been told this is racist, but it's not. It's not racist to call black people out for their behavior and what they're doing to society at this moment. I'm glad people are noticing this because it's been so many years and it's finally catching up to y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all that white people are tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all too, but everybody, the world is getting sick of y'all and y'all's bullshit. I'm so glad this day is here. I've been trying to get out there that you people need help. Not just me, but me and other black conservatives. We've been trying to warn society that this is what it's going to come to when y'all keep coddling black people. They're going to see themselves as higher ups. They're going to see themselves as untouchable because the world wants to not be racist towards them.
Get your goddamn titties off of your waist. Find yourself a goddamn push-up bra. This motherfucking charcoal bitch wants to come and tell us I'm a black conservative and I've been telling black people for some time about their behavior. Fuck you, bitch. You see, it's jigaboos like her, right, who, you know, they joined the conservatives, right, and they have got to put black people down to be a black conservative. Why is that the case? Why is it you can't be a black conservative and be a true black person? None of them are true black people. But you know something, yeah? We don't need none of your asses around us. We got our new famo. Check this out.
Misses and I'm back again. So all my ladies on the dance floor once again. Pop your pussy, make your ass all nice and loud. Looking for the thumb misses that can put it down. You gotta it's
I've been watching you.
Well, you're a bunch of self-hating jigaboos. We have some white people who want to be with us, and we welcome them like they are welcome into our clan. So all of you black people who have got black fatigue, go off and be with the right wing. Go and be with them, because them is your friends, right? So go off and be with them, live near them, rave with them, work with them. Let's just hope they want to be with you. Right? We got our white folks who we're good with, our new redhead ginger famo. So you go off and be with them, and we'll be over here with our crew. You bunch of Stevens.
Steve, how you like my new duds? You know, for now, I didn't know that burgundy was my color.
I count 6 shots, nigga.
I count 2 guns, nigga. You said in 76 years on this plantation, you seen all manner of shit done to niggas. But I noticed, you didn't mention kneecapping.
Oh, God! Motherfucker!
76 years, Steven. How many niggas you think you see come and go, huh? 7,000? 8,000? 9,000? 9,999? Every single word that came out of Calvin Candy's mouth was nothing but horse shit. But he was right about one thing. I am that one nigga in 10,000.
You motherfucker! Oh, please, Jesus, let me kill this nigga. You ain't gonna get away with this, Django. They gonna catch your black ass. You gonna be on the wanted posters now, nigga. The bounty hunters gonna be looking for you. You can run, nigga, but they gonna find your ass. And when they do, oh, Lord, what they gonna do to your ass?
What a fantastic actor, Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson. The part played by Samuel L. Jackson is Stephen, and those will be Black MAGA. And you know, that is one of my favorite parts to any movie. It's just such a brilliant movie. And you know, the reason why for me, I think, is because that is the first movie about slavery that I've been able to watch ever since I was haunted by watching the first probably 2 episodes of Roots when I was about 10 years old, right? And that, I can tell you, are the things that have formed the way how I think. Because at such a young age, like at 10 years old, right, I was thrust into this life where I never knew anything about slavery before that. I hadn't learned about it at school, and my parents never said anything to us about it. So I suppose them sitting down watching that probably thought that would be the education into that type of life that they knew that we were going to learn about pretty soon. And then about probably 2 years after that, yeah, you had Rodney King in America. And those are the things that have really formed the way how I think about stuff. After seeing what happened to Rodney King, after knowing about slavery, you know, I'm telling you, from the age of 10, I don't think that I've actually been the same because of watching that. Anyway, I'm going off onto a different tangent, which I don't want to do, because I would like to bring you our last guest, who seems to be quite upset about something, whether it's black fatigue or whether it's because there's some black guy who's winding him up. Let's have a look and see what he's got to say.
The problem is y'all niggas be moving out of white people's way. I don't. It's my job, and I take pride in making white people uncomfortable. Confront that white guilt you got in there.
Slow down. I'm not sure why I wound up on the racist side of TikTok, but Lord have mercy. I'm not really sure what to say because TikTok already gave me 3 strikes yesterday. But if a white person posted a video like that talking about black folks, they would ban your account and report it to Homeland Security. TikTok's letting y'all get way too comfortable on here. And you wonder why racism still exists. And you wonder why they always play the victim card. Well, there's your answer. TikTok's letting a certain group of people do and say whatever the hell they want to do on this app. But when I do it in defense, I get a strike and a violation.
This fool is really wound up. He's really letting it get to him. He's letting it get to him. There's a black man out there who just like to go around winding up white people. For 400 years, we've had to keep out of your way. He's having a little fun in his own little way. And he's come on and he's said that to wind up people like you. And you know something? He's done it. He's managed to get at you. So much so that you had to pull out your camera and jump onto TikTok and tell us all about it and why it's so unfair on you. It's so unfair on you. And the difference, you see the difference with him doing it and you doing it, because you said, if I was to do that, they'd be calling Homeland Security. That's because you look like a terrorist. You look like a white supremacist terrorist. That's the reason why people would be calling Homeland Security on you. And if you do it, people would know it's dangerous. If he does it, all one white person has to do is say, I'm phoning the police. He'd take his black ass out of there immediately because he's no threat to nobody. He's just on a wind-up. You should understand that. You've had the playing field for so long that you people don't even understand jokes when you see it. I guarantee you, all he has to do is go and stand next to a white person and they get uncomfortable. And that's what he's talking about. He ain't talking about deliberately he might go and deliberately stand somewhere, but that's their problem if they feel uncomfortable because there's a black man standing there. They don't like that. They could go and live in Poland or somewhere like that, I'm sure, where black people don't live because it's too goddamn cold. If you don't live near black people, go to the coldest place you can find. Right? To the coldest place you can find. Anyway, I feel that I need to wrap this black fatigue video up again. My friends, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a like. Please don't forget to give it a share. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. And I would really, really like to hear your comments. I am out. I am the MC John Ribs. It was really nice to speak to you guys. Comments below.